Boys and girls, so we're starting this week's video off a little different. Obviously we're not in the garage, and we're not in an interior you guys recognize. So a guy had a little too much money in his pocket and was scrolling Facebook Marketplace, and ADHD and everything kicked in, and he started looking up bucket list cars. Obviously we're setting in something, so I found something. Well, let's start with, it is a 2-seater mid-engine sports car, which, if you know my channel, is kind of a little odd at this point. I've not been into stuff like this very much lately. I mean, I got my Celica, but that's not a 2-seater, and normally I'm not a big 2-seater fan. But this has been something on my bucket list for a while. That I kind of wanted one. And I told myself, well, if I ever find one for the right price at the right time, I'm going to snag one up. And just listen to it. It sounds cool. This is obviously, as you can tell by that acceleration, not a fast car, but it's a fun little car. It's got a really high RPM limiter, rev limiter, and it's just great around town. It's a very fun, it's like the epitome of the I like to drive my slow car fast, not my fast car slow. Because it's very much, you drive this thing like you beat it, and you're rarely ever breaking the speed limit. But it is, I'll show you the outside here in a couple of minutes. It is a 91 Honda Beat, which is one of the K-car classifications of cars. It's a 5-speed, 2-seater. 656cc 3-cylinder with individual throttle bodies, with something they call M-Trek, which is multi-throttle something control. I can't think of what it all stands for now. I can show you, it's inside the door. But it all equates to, it's about 45 horsepower from what I've read online. It gets about 45 miles to the gallon, and it is just a fun little car to drive around. I've had it for about a month now. I've actually, this is the second time I've tried making this video. The first one, I might, if I still have it, I might throw a clip of what happened. I about got hit in it because people in this town don't know how to drive, and I love that. This thing sounds like you're just ripping it. I'm doing 35. It is just a fun little car. Yes, this is a Japanese K car. It's the whole classification of, you know, if it fits under certain dimensions, that it didn't have to meet certain specifications in Japan. They were never really sold outside of Japan. This is beyond the 25-year rule for the U.S., so they have started importing them a few years ago. They became very popular, and now they've kind of fallen off a little bit because there's a lot of other cars in the same genre that were arguably a lot cooler, like the Suzuki Cappuccino and the AutoZam AZ1. They are both insanely popular compared to this, but for a entry-level K car, however you want to pronounce it, it's really hard to beat this little Honda Beat. I picked this one up. You'll see it here in a couple minutes for $7,000, and it had nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's got higher miles for a K car. It's got 157,000 kilometers on it, which equates to around 95,000 miles. And it's fun to drive. Currently trying to find somewhere to park where I can film and not be like weird by people. And we found it. Oh, I just wanted somewhere like nice to film that wasn't like surrounded by people. That's all I really wanted. Maybe we can park down here where we can get the water in the background. That'd be nice. Yeah, we'll take up like 4 parking spots with this little thing and piss everyone off. Here we go. No, not to let it roll in the water. So, we shut it off. Dang it, I thought we had it out of gear. Give her a little rev. Yeah, it's just, I love the way it sounds. All right, here it is. This is my 91 Honda Beat. It's just a fun little car. It tops out like 80 mile an hour if you give her all she's got. It's got it's like an 8,500 9,000 RPM rev limiter. It's very short geared. So you're just ripping through the gears all the time. Obviously, it is right-hand drive. That was not some trickery in the video. That is how it is. These were not sold outside of Japan. These were sold as basically Japan city cars. They were meant to just drive around the city, save on space, save on gas for your commutes, and just make life a little easier. That being said, this thing has while it has storage compartments, it has absolutely no real storage in it. It is very frustrating as an American, let me tell you. The inside is a little dirty because every time I leave the top down outside, it gets covered in leaves. This is the biggest storage you have. That's the glove box. Yeah, right here, that's meant to hold CDs, or not CDs, but like tapes, because tape that don't work. And then back behind this seat, if I can get it to move, is just a little compartment for like storing paperwork. That's it. That's your storage. That's all of it in a nutshell. This seat has basically no adjustment to it. They go, but you got a frunk. No, you don't. You have a spare tire. Then underneath that is the radiator, and then you've got your different coolants and stuff. Your antifreeze, brakes, clutch master cylinder, windshield washer fluid, which I need to fill. And then if we go around to the back, I grab the key. Oh. Voila. That's your trunk space. That's it. And this gets hot because it's right next to the engine. So you don't want to put any like food back here because, well, it's just going to get hot. That is a lawnmower battery. It is that small. And there's about all you can see in the end of the engine without tearing the car apart. So it is not a lot. If you want to take the time to unscrew the roof, and I like the roof. Mine has a little different roof than most of them do. Because mine has a glass back window. Most of this entire area right here is just plastic. Just clear plastic that goes, and they might have a little strip of whatever color the roof is down here, but it's just clear plastic. Mine being a glass back window, I have to zip it and unzip it every time I want to put the top down, which is a little annoying, but you know what? It's a nice window, so I'll take it. So now mine is not original paint. Someone has repainted it in the past. It is close to the factory yellow. It's a little bit lighter than the factory yellow. I believe if we open a door, yeah, you can see the difference between this yellow and the factory yellow when you open the door. Shut the door, can't even tell. Don't care. Still looks good. I'm happy with it. it's got a bit of an oversized tire on it for the car. I believe it's got a 185 60 13 in the front and a 185 55. Yeah, 185 55 14 in the rear. I would like to swap it to a set of 15s. The problem is in the US, there's not a lot of tire size options. So for me to do that, I've either got to stretch a 165, I think it's a 165 50 onto a 15-inch rim, or a 195 45 and hope that it's narrow enough all the way around to work on a 7-inch wide 15-inch wheel. And I just haven't got around to wanting to spend the money on that yet to figure that out, because I don't necessarily dislike these wheels. They are the factory wheels, obviously. But, you know, my gold Inkies, the mesh wheels that I had on the Fiat, would look really good on this. So I would really like to make that happen. But it's a little ways off yet. But yeah, I wanted to make not a crazy long video about this thing. Just take it out, give it a little rip, show you guys it. Get out of the garage for a little bit today. And just kind of like, here it is. I don't think this is going to be a project car on the channel. This is literally just something I bought to enjoy. I said at the beginning of the video, this has just been a bucket list car for me. Something that I've wanted to own, I've wanted to experience for a long time. I would also very much like to experience a Cappuccino and an AZ1. But I paid $7,000 for this. Which for a Honda Beat is an amazing price, because they've been going for anywhere from 10 to 14 from what I've seen. And then the AZ1s and the Beats, or not the AZ1s and the Beats, but the AZ1s and the Cappuccinos start at like 12 and go, I think as high as I've seen 16 on them. So this is a good entry level start point for me. And I've got room for resale value. There is no real rust on this thing. There is no body damage. The top's in great shape. The interior's in good shape. I am a little disappointed that someone had the seats recovered and it no longer has the factory zebra print seats, which from my understanding, this car did have factory. The guy I got it off of told me he was pretty sure underneath of these covers was the original zebra print fabric, and that these were on there to protect that. And I went to start peeling one of them back. There's nothing underneath. I'm not saying he lied, but he didn't tell me the truth. So there is that. But yeah, like I said, it's just a fun little car. A few things that I'm not happy with about it is the radio doesn't work, and there's basically no options to replace it, because the dash is so thin, standard head units do not fit in it. So that's just kind of something I've got to live with and figure out a workaround. There's one guy that 3D prints a housing to fit in it that fits one very specific Bose stereo for a boat. And that's the only thing I can find. I want to do something about the wheels, whether it is just clean these up and repaint them so they look nice again, even though these two aren't bad. The other two are a little rougher. And these either way need new tires, because these ones are starting to get a little rough. I'd like to replace them after winter. But I would like to just replace the wheels altogether. Like I said, I've got my Inkies at home. I'd really like to put my Inkies on it. 15 is the biggest you can go on these things. After that, there's no room left for tire. I would like a set of coilovers and maybe an exhaust. Neither of those things... Oh, excuse me, boys and girls. Neither of those things are a necessity. I do enjoy the car exactly the way it is, and it's already low. So from that point, like if I do decide to keep this thing long term, which I kind of do, I got a feeling this is going to start just being a bit of not necessarily a garage queen, but a driveway queen that sits around with the red Celica and my black Celica, and they get driven on occasion. I got a feeling this is going to be the next one to join that kind of group. But I mean, just look at it though. This is a fun little car, and it's sad because like right now, like size perspective is hard with it. This thing is like, I think 9 foot long at best. Like, it makes my Celica look like an absolute monster truck. As a matter of fact, that's how I think we're going to end this video. Is I'm going to take you guys back to the house, and I'll just show you this thing parked beside the S10, because it is just so small, even compared to the S10. I mean, let's see if we step back away from it a little bit. Maybe that'll give you guys a size perspective. Like, oh, such a cute little gas door. Let's see, we were at just under half a tank. Start it. Coming up, we should be at a full tank, but that's all it took. God, I love this little car. It's so cool. Yeah, but I think on that note, boys and girls, I am done. I'm going home. Well, actually, I have a couple errands to run, so I'm going to go do them while I'm out in this, and I will catch you guys next time. So, thank you for watching, and Next week, I think we're going to be back with some more S10. Unfortunately, there was a video on the Nova, but unless I get real good at editing, my lighting ruined that. So probably not happening. You guys probably aren't going to get to see that one. LEDs and GoPros apparently suck together. I didn't know that. Or at least cheap LEDs and GoPros suck together. So lesson learned. Won't be doing that. We got to film outside a little bit until I can either figure out a different camera situation or figure out how to get this thing to stop strobing. So till then, see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.